Hello everyone. Today we will repair this broken iPhone 12 display assembly. Obviously, this screen is broken, but how about the function? Let's take a look. Connect the assembly to our universal testing device, and we can see the touch on the side is fine, but on the bottom it's not working well. Then the display. Luckily, the display is fine. So, what we are going to do is to replace the touch panel, also called the TP, of the assembly. Now we will heat the assembly. Put it on the heater and set the temperature to 100 degrees. Then heat the assembly for about 1 minute. After the heating, we will remove the bezel. Use the pliers to cut the bezel. Then we can start removing the bezel side by side. Put some alcohol between the bezel and the panel and slowly peel off the bezel. While removing it, you can use some arc film to help us. You can use anything like this. Pay attention that when peeling the bezel to this place, stop peeling and turn to the other side. Do the same on the other side of the bezel. Pay attention that don't put too much alcohol here, or it may damage the touch cable. Stop at the same place, then hold the both sides of the bezel and slowly peel the bezel off. If you feel hard to remove the bezel, don't peel it too hard. Use the arc film or your tool to help cut the inside adhesive, then try again. Another point here, if the screen is badly smashed, peel the bezel to the outside. If the screen is not badly smashed, you can peel off the frame upwards. In addition, if the assembly is badly smashed like this, the small pieces of glass may cause damage. So to solve this problem, we can use an arc adhesive to cover it, so it won't cause any damage. After removing the bezel, we clean the remaining adhesive. It's easy and convenient to clean it using this small adhesive ball. After that, we use a pry to clean the adhesive between the panel and the OLED. If we don't do this, we may get to the wrong layer when separating the touch panel and the OLED with the steel wire. Now, separating the touch cable from the OLED. Put some alcohol and use the tool to lift the touch cable. Now we're going to separate the touch panel and the OLED. Use the tape to fix the touch cable before separating. The tool we use here is this steel wire. Begin the separating from the top side. Pay attention that the steel wire should go to the touch panel layer. After 2 times, we can finish the separating. Then, clean the remaining adhesive on the OLED. Use the 530, we can easily clean the adhesive. After the cleaning, we will test the display to see if we damaged the OLED while the separating. Connect the OLED to the testing device. You can see the display is still fine, so we can go to the next step. This is a new touch panel. What we do now is putting an ARC adhesive onto it. Wet the touch panel with the steam in case of the dust spreading in the air. But this is not a must-do step. It's up to you. Remove the film so we can put on the ARC adhesive. Here we only rip half of the film first. Then we align the ARC adhesive to the notch. Use a roller to roll the rest part of the ARC adhesive, then we can go to the next step. The next step is bubble removing. Put the touch panel into the bubble removing machine, set the temperature to 68 degrees and the time to 10 minutes, then start removing the bubble. After removing the bubble, we align the OLED to the touch panel. It's not so hard to do it manually. Just be patient. After the alignment, put the OLED and the touch panel to the laminating machine. Set the vacuum time to 20 seconds, the joint time to 15 seconds, and the joint break to 2 seconds. After 20 seconds vacuum, the joint will begin. Make sure the pressure range is from 2.2 to 2.5 here. After the laminating, we have to remove the bubble again. Pull it into the bubble removing machine, the same parameters as before, and wait for another 10 minutes. Now it's the final step. Fix the bezel. Put the bezel into the holder. The machine will automatically put the adhesive on the edge of the bezel. Then take the bezel out and pull it into another holder. After fixing it tight, put on the touch panel with the OLED. In the end, put them into a heating machine. Set the temperature to 100 degrees, then start the machine. Around 90 seconds, it's done. Now, we can take the assembly out and check the bezel first. It's steady. Then check the function. Connect this assembly to the testing device and test the touch function. It's working well. Then the display, white and black, both fine. So the whole job is done.